Griffith died many times in the Berserk series, but for some odd reason, he has multiple lives and just wouldn't die. So how did this come to be and how did he rise from the grave? I can tell you it was with some help from his loyal followers and guts, this man was able to cheat death. So in order for us to understand when Griffith died and how did he come back, we gotta understand his story. The best place for us to start when Griffith died is at the peak of the Golden Era, when Guts doesn't realize how good he has it and decides to leave the Band of the Hawk. But in order to take back his freedom, he had to defeat Griffith. So after Guts beats Griffith, something psychologically changes in Griffith's mind. It was like Griffith died on the inside mentally because he had lost his MVP for the Band of the Hawk, and he knew it. So what puts the man's heart at ease? Well, some nice, quick booty from his main squeeze, the Princess Charlotte. Wait, how old is she? So you know what went down. Now after that, Griffith was still empty on the inside because he had lost a huge key to his success. After Griffith decides to leave the princess, he gets caught by the guards and without his weapon to save him. Remember, he wasn't in the right state of mind that we all know Griffith to be, and basically the man got caught with his pants down, literally. During this time in captivity, Griffith was basically treated like a runaway slave. What? What the f? He was whipped, chained, burned, along with other things. Granted, his spirit was still going strong until his baillet was thrown away. And at that moment, Griffith died spiritually, physically, and loses his will. Already, Griffith has experienced 3 deaths, but is still hanging on by a thread. Now, why is that? Well, there's a special meaning to the baillet that comes from his memories, that he knows that he would achieve something great. But when you take something of that special item from him that represents that, it's like giving Superman kryptonite. It weakens him. Now that you have an understanding of the depths that Griffith has experienced, let's continue on with the story. As the Band of the Hawk rescues Griffith, Guts was one of the first people to see him in his weakened and tortured state. And it was not pretty. Griffith would never be able to hold a sword, fight again, nor talk, and it was very clear. Not only that, but this truth was revealed to the Band of the Hawk, and it was devastating to them and humiliating for Griffith. Sounds like Griffith died for the 4th time. While Griffith was resting, he saw what was sparking between Guts and Casca. Not only that, but heard what Casca thought of him. You know what that does to a man's ego when someone who held him at high regard and now thinks he's weak? It messes with the human psyche. To be a man and now be a weakling? So what does any delusional man that lost everything do? Griffith runs away, because that dream that he had lost and forgotten was reminded to him that he will be a ruler of a kingdom. But in the process, Griffith wanted to end his life because of what he had become. At this point, do you think he achieved ending his life? No. So Griffith ended up bleeding badly, but not too badly to the point of death, because he had missed the mark of killing himself. But guess what he finds in the process? He finds the baillet. Wait, specifically his King of the Egg baillet. How did he find that item? And that is the final piece to the puzzle. Now the eclipse happened and everyone gets sacrificed except Guts and Casca. Now Griffith / Fermento was spiritually born and physically born in Casca's baby, at least a portion of himself, since we all know what he did. That unborn baby was the perfect suitor for him, since it was just forming as an embryo and Griffith could share that vessel to be present in the real world, as the glowy, flowy, hair looking Griffith that we all see him right now. At least that is my understanding. Griffith died on several occasions as explained earlier, from spiritually, mentally, and physically, but was able to rise from the dead from sacrificing his old Band of the Hawk, and by taking a portion of Casca and Guts' baby. Only one word describes how Griffith came back, and that word is attitude. Let's break it down using the ABCs. A meaning effective component. Griffith has a strong emotion to continue to achieve his dream that he had lost. So strong that he was willing to sacrifice everything. B, behavior. At one point, Griffith was saying, if you touch me, Guts, I cannot take back what will happen next. And at that moment, Guts touched Griffith, and Griffith intuitively knew that something was going to be lost. C for cognitive. Griffith believed that no matter what the cost was, he was going to have his kingdom. As you can see, there is no stopping someone that has a big dream, big attitude, and is willing to sacrifice everything to obtain it.
For they have no dreams.
And that is how Griffith comes back. Let me know if you agree with me or disagree. We can talk about that in the comments below. If you're looking for some of the most amazing content, Mastermind Comics in the building can get you what you need. Be sure to like, subscribe for more content from us, and also watch The Return of Costco while you're on this channel. You know you want to.
Alien Beats.